Hello, this is our second maths of today. Slightly different because we're actually going to go through something you should have already done. If you haven't already done this, do that first, then watch this video because we're going to go through the answers. Don't watch the answers first, then do the work. That makes no sense at all. So, question one, pretty easy. If you're wondering what this thing is, by the way, it's the thing that looks like this, which was sent out last week. If you haven't done it, you should have, but do it now. Then come back and we'll just go through it. Noah, let's get back to the first one. We've got an ordinary dice. We're going to throw it and then we're going to complete these sentences. It would help massively if we knew which numbers were on an ordinary dice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Alright, so those are our numbers. Noah, they've all got the same chance of coming up on a normal dice, yeah?
Yeah.
So, the chance of rolling 6, what do you reckon, Noah?
It's unlikely.
It is unlikely. In fact, so we'll just put a U for unlikely. What is your chance of getting a 6?
1 out of 6.
It's only 1 out of 6. It doesn't ask for the fraction, but it's unlikely. Chance of rolling an odd number. Lily May, what do you reckon?
I got likely.
You're likely to roll an odd number. So let's look at our odd numbers. We've got that one, and that one, right? How many are odd, Lily May?
3 out of 6.
3 out of 6. Simplify that.
Half.
So we've got a half chance of rolling an odd number, right? So you put likely. Do you think you're right?
No.
Neither do I. What should it be?
Even.
Evens. You got an even chance. You got a half chance of getting odd. You got a half chance of getting an even number. You've got an even chance. So we'll put a little E, and then we'll get Charlie. Chance of rolling a 3-digit number.
Impossible.
It is impossible because you are only ever going to get a single-digit number unless you've got a really weird dice. So pretty simple to start with. Let's clear all that up and move on. We got a spinny. We're going to spin the spinner round and round. It's got to have 50% chance it's going to spin onto odd. How many sections are there on this spinner? That's a useful thing to know.
8.
8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are they all the same size? Right, 2 questions you need to ask yourself when you do a spinny question. How many sections? Are they all the same size? 'Cause if they're not the same size, you've got problems. These ones are, there are 8. Izzy, we've got to have a 50% chance of odd, so what should the fraction be?
4 over 8.
4 over 8, so 4 out of the 8 have to be odds. This is easy, isn't it? We've got odd, odd, odd. 3 odds, so what numbers shall we have on it?
5.
Alright, so I drop a 5 on, I've now got odd, odd, even, odd, odd. I've already got 4 odds. What do my others have to be?
2, 6 and
2, 6, 4. It doesn't matter what numbers you've added. What matters is this. Izzy's added 1 odd number, 3 even numbers. If you've done the same, 1 odd, 3 even, it doesn't matter what they are, as long as you've got 1 more odd, 3 more evens. Thanks, Izzy. Number 3, we've got some cubes in a bag. What you have to do with this is very, very carefully read this information. Because if you don't, you are going to get this wrong. So Kim takes the cube out without looking, pretty important. She writes down the colour. This is the important bit. She puts the cube back in the bag. That's why it's in bold letters, right? She puts the cube back in the bag. If we know that information, the whole thing is very, very simple. I can't see the questions though, so I'm going to have to read them off of here. Lucia, Kim says, well, there must be 7 cubes in the bag because red came out 7 times, right? So 7 red ones, yeah? No, definitely not. And it even says, explain why she's wrong. So what have you put?
because Kim might have picked up some red more than red, so I'm not picking all of them.
Yeah, we don't know how many reds are in the bag because she keeps putting them back in. There might only be 1 red in the bag that she's picked out 7 times by some weird chance. We know in this bag there is 1 red cube, at least. But we don't know how many there are. They might all be red. Probably not, but it definitely isn't 7. It might be 7, but we definitely don't know that it's 7. Good answer from you. Izzy, we'll move along to you. What's the smallest number of green cubes there could be in the bag? Well, she's picked green out 4 times, but every time she picks it out, she puts it back in again. So what's the smallest number there could be?
I did it as like a kind of
Alright, what have you put?
2 over 15.
Where have you got 15 from? From 30. So why have you written it over? I don't understand what you've done there. 2 over 15 is not going to get you the right answer. So, Mr. Dennis, she's getting greens out because she's got green out 4 times. There are 30 in the bag. She reckons 4 is green. What's the smallest number it could be? 1. There could be 1 green. There might well only be 1 green in there and it's just come out 4 times because she keeps putting it back in again. Good answer, Mr. Dennis. Onwards. We've got some more questions down here. We'll leave that on screen though because that's the important bit for us. So Kim now says, there cannot be any blues because there are no blues on my chart. Well, fair enough, she's got no blues on her chart. Mr. Burgoyne, how do we know that she's wrong?
Maybe because she keeps putting them in the bag, she might not have got any.
Yeah, there could be blues in there. She just might not have got one out yet because she keeps taking things out and putting them back in. She might just not have got blues. There might only be 1 blue, but she hasn't got it. Yeah, so we don't know. There could be blues in there, she just hasn't picked them. Trouble is, she keeps putting things back in the bag every time. Then she takes 1 more cube. Based on this, what is she most likely to pull out?
Is it white?
She's most likely to get white. Why?
Is it because it's the one that we like loose?
Yeah, it's the one she's pulled out most before. What you can't do is write the chance of white is 11 out of 30. This is wrong. We don't know what the chance of white is because we don't know how many whites are in the bag. All we know is it comes out a lot, so there's probably most whites in there. We can't do it as a fraction, we don't know enough details. Hello?
I thought it could be any colour.
It could be any colour, it can't be because it says use the results in the chart to help you decide. We don't know what the probability of any colour is, so it could be any colour. Based on this though, white comes out more. Yeah, so you need to be putting that in your answer. On we go. If you're at home, you could be adding up your numbers, get your total. All fairly easy if you're thinking. Right, we got some beads. Bryn's got some bags with some beads in. This is pretty simple. Match them to the statement. Okay, let's go across the back row. Lily May, we know that Bryn cannot get a black bead from bag D because there aren't any in there. So, unlikely Bryn will get black from which bag, Lily May?
B.
B, that is unlikely because he's only got a 1 out of however many chance. Alright, Izzy, we'll go back to the front. Equally likely that he'll get black or white from which bag?
E.
E, because we got 4 of each. This is easy stuff, isn't it? Noah,
Yes.
likely Bryn will get black from which bag?
C.
C. Yeah, it's very likely, isn't it, really? So, alright, C. And then Mr. Burgoyne, certain he's going to get black from
A.
A. Really, really easy stuff. Clean that up. Let's have a look at the next part. Okay, 5 white beads in a bag. Same kind of easy. Mr. Dennis, he wants to make it more likely he gets black than white from this bag. So how many has he got to put in at least?
6 or more.
6 or more is a good answer because we've only got 5 whites. They're blue, they should be black, don't worry. 6 is fine, or more would be even better. Fair enough. Clean it up and move down. More spinners. We've got A and B. Now spinners are simple as long as we look at the numbers and we look at the sections. It all looks okay, the sections are the same. Okay. Does it matter that this one here seems to go down further than this one here goes upwards? No, because they've still got the same amount of area on the spin. All right, so Lucia, which spinner gives you the best chance to get a 1?
A.
A. You are completely right, but you won't get this mark here unless you explain it. So using fractions, what's your chance on A?
1 out of 5 chance.
So we should be writing A equals 1 out of 5 and B equals
1 out of 6.
1 out of 6. If you really want to show off, you can do 1 over 5 is bigger than 1 over 6. If you put that on, well done. If you didn't, you should have. Clear that off, move down a little bit. Mia, we got 2 different spinners, same shape, different sizes. Okay, does it make any difference if we make this spinner really big?
No.
It makes no difference at all. So Mia, which one's got a better chance of a 3?
Does it matter?
It doesn't matter, they're the same. And we'll do it the same way as last time. What's your chance of a 3 here?
1 over 6.
1 over 6, so that is on C. And on D it equals
1 over 6.
1 over 6. We don't have to put that they're the same. That's pretty obvious. We don't have to write this one's bigger. but it doesn't make any difference, and this one's smaller, but it doesn't make any difference. We don't need any of that. All we need are the fractions. By far the best way to do it. Thanks, Mia! And those...
No, it isn't. No.
Oh no, you've got an extra. If you got the extra at home, great. If you didn't get the extra at home, they got an extra question on the back. So, we'll just do the answer for that one.
Oh.
We've got to spin it round. You got 2, 3, and more likely for 4 and 2. So, Noah, what have you actually put on your spinner?
4, 4, 4.
Yep.
1, 2, 2, 3, 3.
4, 4, 4, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Is that what you've got? 4, 4, 4, 1, 2, 2 is given, and then 3, 3. So 4, 4, 4, and 3 and 3. Yeah? If you've got that one at home, it is 4, 4, 4, 3 and 3. But if you didn't get that one, don't worry about it. Add up your scores at home. You will get another one of those today called Probability 2 or Prob 2. Do that one for tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll go through it again just like this. Until then though, it's bye from me and bye from them.